the client do this, and I don't let the, wait a minute, who's paying the bills? I don't have to prove that I'm right to the client, right? I don't have to have ego when the client come in. I don't have to point to the window and show them that my name is on there. I don't have to prove any of those things, because without them, that wouldn't be there, right? So what you have to do is learn to adapt. When you got clients that come in and they want to be, and I'm not going to use the word right, all right, let them be that. Let them be that, okay? That's their time, they're paying for that, okay? I charge dearly for a consultation. So if that's what they want to spend their time with, as far as the consultation is concerned, hey, no problem with me, as far as that part is concerned. I know what I'm there to be able to help them out with, but maybe that's not what they want. See, so many times we think we gotta just force what we want to force on the client. One thing I find out about women love to talk. Okay, women. Now men aren't that way, because after I retired, I worked in a men's hair transplant for 2 years. Men want to just come in and get the facts and get up out of there, okay? But women, if they got issues and challenges, they want to talk, and I let them sing like a songbird, okay? Because sometimes that's all they want to do. Just like with wives, I've been teaching husbands this. Sometimes your wife don't want an answer, okay? All she wants to do is be heard. So that's their time to be heard. Give them that time to be heard. It's not the time to try to solve their problems, because some women don't want so some clients don't want their problem solved. They just don't have anybody else to talk to. Their husbands won't listen to them, the kids won't listen to them. Now guess what? They come to you, but you gotta listen to them.
Do we have any other questions?
With everything that's going on with Black people and Black hair, how do you as a professional address that when somebody sits into your chair? Like with them not knowing about hair products, them not knowing what's going to pull out their hair, dealing with gray hairs, dealing with anything, especially with the unknown world going on right now. How can you discern? How can you make them feel better and not get pulled in to their world at the same time?
So you're asking, how do we educate without being pulled into the nonsense? Okay. Like they were saying earlier, you know, it's discernment and compartmentalization, right? Like, I mean, when it comes to education is just that. So I can spit facts to you all day without getting into the craziness that you're trying to pull me into. It's like if somebody were to come for you, right? And they're pushing, they're like figuratively pushing. They have opinions on everything, and you just know that they're about the negative, but yet there's still a question deep within everything they're talking about. You have to be able to remove and listen, as he was saying, to what the question is that they're at. It's like if you were with a client and you were doing a consultation and they were horrible at telling you exactly what they wanted, but they could point out things that they did love about their hair, nail, skin, you know, and you're like, okay, so what this client is really trying to tell me is that they had a previous experience and their hair came out brassy. Like, I listened to 30 minutes and that's really what you told me, is that your hair was brassy. Got it. So basically all I have to do is not give this person brassy hair. So when it comes to giving them, you know, the answer, yeah, go ahead and pour into them education, use the proper terms that we learn and that we are continuing to learn, and just stick to that. It is difficult because, you know, just in the like reality TV shows, it's full of negativity, but yet it's one of the highest rating, you know, genres of television right now. It's the same with our clients. It's very easy to get sucked into, you know, them telling you all about the brassiness, and then you hear which salon it is. It's very easy to also comment on that salon. Just don't. You have to have that discipline to say, okay, I'm the professional here, I have my license, this is my business, this is my booth, and these are the boundaries and morals and values that I have for myself and my place of business, and I'm not getting into that. But you don't have to say that, just stick to the basics and answer what it is, the genesis, if you will, of what it is that they're actually asking.
I can just add to what Thomas said. That was brilliant. Just keeping it professional and recognizing that if they bring in another brand, bring in another salon, bring in another professional, your professional standard is never to talk the client down. You don't ever want to guilt them or shame them for bringing their story, bringing their narrative, but you never go there. So I always encourage professionals, never knock another brand, even if you don't believe in it. Never knock another salon, even if you've heard and it's legit, what they're doing is it's not supportive to hair or skin or nails or what have you. Keep it educational, keep it ingredient wise, and as Thomas said, educate from there. So what we do here is we help to optimize your hair, nails, skin by incorporating these tenets in our standardization for our services that we offer. We welcome everything that you have to say in terms of your experience, but this is how we're going to help to enhance what you want to achieve today. So keep it ingredients, education, never go where they're trying to pull you into it. Thomas.
So in the nail industry, it's easy to say, oh, this person did my nails, and they want you to give them some type of negative response. My response is, oh, that's all I have. The nail industry is so small, it's very easy to get into the hype of downplaying another nail tech. You don't know them, you don't know what they're going through, what their skills are, whatever have you, but it's not your business to comment on someone else's business. So just keep it professional at all times. Clients do get a little messy sometimes, but it's up to you to say, we don't do that here. We don't talk about other beauty professionals here, we don't talk about other nail techs here. You're here to get my service, and that's all that matters.
I would like to say one other thing as well. Guys, even though you might not deal with mental health yourself, you are at some point going to deal with somebody that does. One of them said something that resonated very, very well with me, and I believe it's true. When I am triggered and I am feeling like I'm about to spaz off, the worst thing that you can do is match my energy. Do not match the person's energy. Do not match that person's energy. If you don't match that person's energy, you have a better chance of de-escalating the situation. You have a better chance that that person will fizzle out. Me personally, if you don't match my energy, I'm going to fizzle out just as quickly as I got triggered. So do not try to match people's energy if they are spazzing out. And you do not know what people are going through. One thing that if you are personally dealing with, you're not sure if you're going to make it to tomorrow. The advice that I follow, the advice that the special forces have taught me is make it 5 steps. 5 minutes. Get through the next 5 minutes. Then get through the next 5 minutes. Next thing you know, you're past 24 hours. Get through the next 5 minutes, 48 hours, a week, so forth and so forth. Take it one step at a time. Do we have any other questions that anybody want to ask? We're about to run down to our last 12 minutes. Any other questions? Or anybody want to share some stuff with us?
Stylists are always considered, therapists for everyone. So what the resources then should stylists look into? Like, I know we're talking about 5 minutes and all those pieces. What are tangible resources so that they're equipped for dealing with that, but then also for equipping, their clients?
Before you guys answer, I'm a vet, so my resources is I go to the VA clinic and I get mental health all the time. But as far as, because that's paid for, I'm 100% disabled vet. So all of my health and mental stuff is paid for. However, you guys, you gotta pay for that stuff, so you guys are probably more qualified to give that information.
I would suggest going to a therapist because we are not therapists. You understand what I'm saying? So we are regular humans. We don't have the skills to assist someone through their issues or their traumas. We are here to listen, but that's all we got. So I suggest as a service provider to go see your own therapist. You can dump your client's business on the therapist, so therefore you're not holding it, and therefore nobody else around you will share your client's business because they can't talk to anybody about that. But I definitely wouldn't talk to other professionals about what your clients are going through because it doesn't feel right for me morally. So therapy is the number one option.
There is a group, if you guys have heard, it's called, or maybe not, it's called the Confess Project. You know them? Okay, so for those of you guys that don't, so the Confess Project is a nonprofit organization that teaches people behind the chair how to pick up on social cues of our clients. And they also give tons of, tangible resources, as you were saying. I love the Confess Project. One of my former students is actually the chairperson of the Southeast region. And so like, but again, what they do is they teach barbers, stylists, nail techs, estheticians on, hey, when a person does this, or if you hear a person saying these things, this is what this translates to. And yes, it is true, we are not licensed therapists, or at least I'm not, I can't speak for any of you. But there are some cues that I can just pick up on, to which when I do speak on a topic, I really do know what it is I'm talking about. And then push come to shove, you know, like putting that energy towards a therapist, you know, as she was saying, you can take some of that and give it to what's called the Confess Project, and they can reach out, or they can tell you, oh, okay, well, if you run into that person again, here are some websites, or here are some links. So you can Google the Confess Project, or you can go, you know, on social media, and it is the Confess Project.